Well, hello everybody, and welcome to this special Google Hangout in association with AVG, the lead supporter of the Pitch 2014. Now, this is a very special Hangout because we're joined by three members of the senior management team at AVG, and unusually for a lot of large companies, all the guests joining us today have got entrepreneurial experience, having started and grown their own businesses. So they've got lots of entrepreneurial expertise to share with you, our small business audience. So, I'd like to introduce our guests joining us today. We have Judith Bitterli, the Chief Marketing Officer, Mike Foreman, General Manager, SMB, and Yuval Ben-Itzhak, the Chief Technology Officer. So, hello everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, brilliant. Mike and Yuval are joining us from Prague, and Judith is in London, as am I. So it's a truly international hangout. So first of all, I think it'd be a good idea if you all talked us through your small business experience that you've had and how you came up with the idea and how you turned it into a business. Maybe Mike, you'd like to start with that one.
Okay, so I was running an IT service provider back in the UK, and part of that I started looking at products that we were reselling, and I discovered a pressing need for more and more on security. And part of that led me to AVG. It was a product that was going viral through the techie world. It was light, it was fast, and also from a business point of view, it was a lot cheaper than what I was buying the big brand products from. So already running the business, but the actual business that I'm here talking about is the AVG distribution business that I built, and that started really from just starting to resell the product, selling a bit more, putting a website online, and then working closer with AVG as the group and building out a distribution network from there. So.
Brilliant. Judith, I think you've started, is it 4 different businesses?
Yes, 4 different businesses. The first one that I did was in the mid-'80s, and I worked for a computer software company who sold their software largely on the phone. And as I was looking around, it was PC-based software. Most all the PC-based software was sold through Business Land or Computer Land, so even a Fortune 500 company would have to walk into the store and buy their computer. There was another woman I worked with, and I said, we could do this for everybody else's software. So we were young and courageous. We quit our jobs, had $25,000 between us, got a distributor to give us a little bit of a front, and we started literally calling the Fortune 500 companies. I had a Fortune 500 magazine, a list of all the companies. We called directory assistants, got the numbers, asked for purchasing, and it went on from there. But we felt we could do it better, more convenient, and easier on the customer.
And what about your other businesses? You just want to give us a quick run through.
Yeah, so the second business was during the .com time. It was an e-learning platform. I came from a sales and marketing background, and we felt that if customers knew about people's products and were educated, they would buy more and stay longer. So we built an e-learning platform, which was used by Barnes & Noble, Visa, IBM, Sony, and people would go and actually take courses on the products. For Barnes & Noble, they would take classes on everything from Sardian existentialism to astronomy, and of course they'd buy a book. And for Barnes & Noble, it worked really well because the customers stayed longer, loyaler, and had high average order value. And the third business I did was one which was focused on marketing strategy and database marketing. Marketers, especially at a C-level, can't get data to make decisions. So what my company did was when there was a problem, we were called in for Apple, for Sony, for Best Buy, CDW, to consolidate a lot of data and really understand what was going on with their customers and build strategies around it. So that was a great business. And then the fourth business I started and then came back, ended up at AVG. So that one's on the shelf for later in life.
Yuval, would you like to tell us about the businesses you're involved in?
Sure, of course. I founded the company in just after the bubble burst. At that time, I worked in a software company helping businesses to go to the internet. And one of my clients was a broker. He was looking to build a website to manage the portfolio of his customers. As we developed that website, I realized that I can pretty easily access the database of that client from remote. At the beginning, I thought this is just a mistake, an error, but pretty quickly I realized that, well, it's so easy to go and access databases that are available online. I check it on other sites, and from my desk, I was able to access databases with a lot of customers on multiple sites that went online. This is when I realized there is another layer of security that is required for businesses to protect their online presence. Back then in 2000, many people didn't even realize the risk exists and how easy it is for hackers to collect data from the business. And this is when I decided to found a company to provide web application firewalls to protect website and protect database against those hackers. And my company called Covado was focusing on this type of technologies, mainly for bank, insurance, and small businesses.